Hello, hello. Your boy whipped out the whiteboard. What you know about that? I'm more of a visual learner, and I've gone through this before. So what I want to do is write down so that we can see it, take it in, and hopefully move forward with some of the stuff that I'm talking about, especially in our center and really across all unions. What I'm going to start with is just I'm going to be real simple about it. I'm going to write what we are. What are we? Teamsters, right? So we're Teamsters. We're the highest paid in the industry. In our local with our supplement, we're $45.06 an hour. We get the best benefits in the industry. We're the highest paid in the industry by far. We get a pension, which is huge. A pension, paid time off. We get guaranteed hours. Overtime after 8. That's a big one. Instead of 40 hours a week. And much more. The contract's this thick, and it's all because there's 1.3 million Teamsters. Without us coming together to fight these big corporations who make a lot of money, we don't get any of that. We'll be like FedEx, like subcontractors, fly by night, no longevity. So that's what we are. We're Teamsters, right? In our local 384, the membership's been declining over the past 5-6 years. And we should be, there's certain things that we can do in the contract to help us keep the membership more than less. In 2019, we had about 6,500 members. All right, that was right before COVID, right? 2020, we dropped to 58, give or take. 2021, 57. 2022, 52. 2023, the last reporting year, 4,887. I got a little cheat sheet over there because I don't remember numbers well. So I got a little cheat sheet. That's concerning. This number's concerning. Because every local plays a part in the 1.3 million Teamsters that we are. And every member should do his part to keep the membership up. Because without the membership, those benefits I talked about at the beginning of the video, they don't exist. So this is why I do a lot of things that I do. It's in my mind. And it took me a while to get there. I've been there a long time, as you know. Some guys just come in, do their job, and go home. And that's fine. But every little bit counts, It's like the longest yard. It's like inch by inch. Football's a game of inches. Being a union member is a game of inches as well. You do what you can inch by inch, and it adds up collectively through the 1.3 million members that we are. Why should we enforce the contract? Let me go ahead and erase this bad boy here. I'm going to keep Teamsters up there. All right. Why should we enforce the contract? Well, because it keeps members active. It keeps them employed. It keeps them working. When we let soups work, that's not a member doing the job. That's the soups working. Nothing the company would love more than to hire all supervisors to do our jobs. So when soups are working, they're itching off of this Teamsters. They're taking that T away. All right. 9-5 list. I know we like our overtime. That keeps routes running. Routes keep members active and working. Keeps them from layoffs. 9-5 list. When we don't do that, they start chipping away at that Teamsters. Running. Skipping your break. Like a dickhead. What does that do? The company, the fat cats, starts chipping away at that Teamsters, right? Working off the clock. Working off the clock. That keeps prelators out of a job. That keeps Twilight members out of a job. Why you want to work for free, I don't know. But working off the clock, what's that do? chipping away at the Teamsters. 8-hour requests. When you file them, they run more routes. They have to. Or they work more drivers heavily. Those drivers should be on the 9-5 list. They pay a penalty. They don't want to do that. They run more routes. Everything connects. Contract is written that way. 8-hour day. File them. Means more work. Everything adds up to more work. And little by little, over the 1.3 million members that we are, that keeps that Teamster jobs there. Because without that, without all this, you end up with Ters. All right? You like how I got there? You end up being a big old tur. I'm going to nickname that your turd. Your turd. When we let this happen, we're just Ters. There's probably a lot more I could mention, but this is just off the top of my head. That's what we end up with. And we don't want to end up with that, right? We don't want supervisors working. We want to be on the 9-5 list. We don't want to run. We don't want to skip our break. We don't want to work off the clock. Fucking idiots. 8-hour requests. I mean, what else can we think of? Put it down in the comments. That keeps this. Teamsters. And that's what we are. Because without that, we don't get this. 4506, right? On our supplement, every local's different. We don't get the best pay in the industry. We don't get the vacations that we get. Once you're here 25 years, you get about 8 weeks off paid. You get your holidays as well. So it's another 7. You don't get the best benefits in the industry. And the biggest one, I'm going to write this in because I always stress this. The biggest one, that pension. That pension, brother. Man. And you can see what Carol Tomei does to people that aren't Teamsters. We've seen that. They used to have a little respect and dignity for all the employees. Kinda. Not really. But you know what I mean. They at least knew. They were smart enough. Let me rephrase it. They were smart enough to not take away supervisor pensions. They froze supervisor pensions. How are they gonna promote from within? They're just going to continually bring in these new, like, young soups that look at a computer, that don't know the job. It's always been us that are drivers to make the best decisions out on the road and to do right by the company. And we've done that, and we've made this company a lot of money doing that. But they took the pensions away from... I mean, how are you going to... I'm going on 24 years in. I'm 46 years old. I can leave at 55 years old. How is this company going to promote me into management? Oh, well, what are the benefits? Oh, first thing we're going to do is we're going to increase your, well, I think they went like part-time a little bit. We're going to increase your hours. You're not hourly anymore. Oh, and lastly, we're going to take that pension away. So you're 23 years in, I know. You're 46 years old. In another 9 years, when you would have retired as a driver, as a Teamster, yeah, you're not going to be able to do that anymore. You know, sorry about that. But yeah, we have pizza every Friday, maybe. You know, I don't know what they do up in their meetings besides look at a bunch of numbers and computers that have nothing to do with the outside world. But either way, you know, it's a mess. That's what the Teamsters bring. That's what we are. Collectively, we need to take care of each one of those things individually, as much as we can, to keep this Teamsters here. Because without that, where do we end up? You know? So that's what I wanted to get across in this little video right here. Thanks for watching. Hope you like the whiteboard. Maybe I'll break that out again. See you on the next one. Peace.